7-3 Jets as we enter the second quarter. Next time we'll be with you will be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, as the Oakland Athletics visit the defending American League West Division champion Houston Astros. As we start the second quarter, teams flip directions. It's the 49ers moving from left to right as they face 3rd down and 5, and they have yet to convert a 3rd down tonight. All right, we're going to try this. We're going to try this again, and we're going to keep trying until we get this right, doggone it. 7-6 our score as we have just started the second quarter of play. We'll be with you tomorrow for some baseball as the Astros continue their pursuit of their 4th consecutive division title. They won 3 in a row from 17 to 19. They lost the division in 2020 to Oakland. And then they've won the last 3, and they're trying to make it 4 in a row, and they have a sizable lead in the West Division. We're going to keep hacking at this to get it right. I promise y'all, I'm going to keep hacking at this to get it right, because during the break, I nearly signed off for good. I had a couple of hiccups here in studio, and I thought, okay, here it goes again. But it's not going to be here it goes again. Unless something completely shuts me down, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to continue to hack at this and get it right. So we're in the second quarter. It's 7-6 in favor of the Jets. Aaron Rodgers completing that touchdown drive in the first quarter. And we see a lot of rust, a lot of ring rust with San Francisco with all the moving parts, the holdout, and everything. But it's still early and still time for them to come back, get this one, and run away. Royston Gibbs drops 5 on the super chat. Thank you very much for that. Let's see how many super chats and cash apps we can get tonight during this broadcast. Even with everything that's going on and everything that's going wrong, I do believe this can be a very viable product. I believe it, and I will continue to believe in it, despite every voice in me saying, nope, you ain't got a chance to do this. I say I do. 7-6 our score in favor of the New York Jets. The Niners took a fumble, turned it into a field goal, and then Aaron Rodgers drove the Jets right downfield with the use of Garrett Wilson, who made 4 fine catches on that first drive. And now they hold a 1-point lead as the kickoff is fumbled, taken in at the 10 to the 15, 20, 25, and out of bounds. So that's where the Jets will begin, 1st and 10 with 13:59 remaining in the first half. Jets 7, 49ers 6. 3 long 3rd down conversions on the touchdown drive. First 3rd and 8, and then they converted 3rd and 7. And I believe they converted a pair of 3rd and 10s on that drive as well. So let's see how the 49ers defense responds as Garrett Wilson sitting on 4 catches for 46 yards. 13:59 left in the first half. Jets driving right to left. Rodgers under center turns and fakes it to Breece Hall and now unloads a deep one, and that is incomplete. He overshot his target by a good 20 yards. And the first hit of the night on Aaron Rodgers. If you like what you're hearing so far, despite all the discombobulation, why don't you do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe to this now what's going to be an exclusive play-by-play channel as I am moving my shows to other channels beginning this week. Rodgers 7 of 10 for 64 yards. Hall in the backfield with him. And now 2 receivers out to the slot and wide to the right, or wide to the left, I should say. The pitch to Breece Hall, and Hall busts through, and he'll get about 5. So 3rd down coming up, which is where the Jets have been wizards so far. They converted 4 on their last touchdown drive. And now we'll see what Nathaniel Hackett has in store and how Nick Sorensen will respond. Had a lot of questions for this 49er defense coming into this season, and they're still unanswered. 3rd and 4, 6-yard gain by Breece Hall. Rodgers lines up in shotgun formation and now ducks under center, communicates with his offensive line, now drops back into the gun. Ball on the left hash with 5 on the play clock. 3 receivers out to the left, lone slot to the right, snap to Rodgers, looking to throw, stepping up into the pocket, and down he goes! Leonard Floyd and Nick Bosa get back there, check the flag. It's a possible hold, and if it's a hold, the Niners will decline it. And it's 4th down, and the Jets will give it up. Tonight's game sponsored in part by the Ultimate Football Board Game. That's right, it's called You're the Coach, where you can buy a series to play online with yours truly, or you can buy a full franchise for as low as $500. Morstead will punt for the first time tonight. Or the second time, I beg your pardon. And it'll be taken in at the 30 and outside of the 34-yard line. So Bosa gets his first sack of the year. 12:43 remains in the half. 7-6 in favor of the Jets. Ark, who is with us? Good to have you with us, my friend. Why do you have to mess with all of my teams? Probably because I mess with all of yours. Probably because I mess with all of yours. There's a very special person I need to shout out tonight, and that's my beautiful bride, Jody, who allows me to do this and continues to encourage me. And I got to be honest with you guys, I nearly shut it down for the night, but I said, no, I got a game to do, so let's just make all the corrections that we can and just go from there. And we're still making corrections as we go. So hang tight with us. 7-6 our score. I'll continue to call the games as I'm making all the corrections possible. Is it this one I'm looking for? Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. So let's do this. Going to make a change right here. There goes my computer whistling again. I think I know why. It's something that OBS is doing. And all right. There's that. There's this. Backdrop will now become a link. All right. Browser. Whoops. It would help if I learned how to spell backdrop. I'll get to your comment in a minute, Arku. Just bear with me. I've always said, and I believe that failure to prepare is preparing to fail. Well, I didn't prepare as I should have today, and I'm not going to use the excuse of a oops. All right, got to get everything up here now. First and 10 for San Francisco. Hang tight with us. As Purdy takes the snap and rolls out to his left, looking to throw, and Purdy's going to take it. Purdy dives forward for a first down on a gain of 12. All right, we got everything situated. Just needed to make one change, and that change is made. Get rid of that, and we're good to go. First and 10 for the 49ers. Purdy 2 of 6 for 20 yards, but he has 11 rushing yards as he's starting to show his dual personality. And on first down, the sweep comes to Deebo Samuel, and Samuel will get to midfield before he's pulled out of bounds. And now you're seeing this 49er offense be what it's supposed to be. I don't like the Niners. Oh, how come? I switched to Fubo from DirecTV. Is there a price difference, Arku? Because we all know the snafu that went on with DirecTV, losing a lot of subscribers at the last minute. 5 yards a carry is what the 49ers are averaging so far tonight. Second and 4, gain of 6 by Deebo Samuel, who races across the formation in motion from right to left. Use check wing right. Behind him is Jordan Mason. It's Mason that'll get the call, and Mason has the first down to the 45-yard line of the Jets. Pretty hefty contracts for the 49ers. Nick Bosa, Christian McCaffrey, Fred Warner, George Kittle, and Trent Williams. And Brock Purdy is going to be Brock Purdy contract, the new contract is going to be looming very, very large. Yeah, it's a price hike. Oh, it's a price hike. Okay. 10:58 for the half, 7-6. Jets lead out of the I formation with Mason dotting the I. Receivers right and left. Toss to Mason running right. Mason trying to get a block. Does. Spins inside the 40 down to the 39. Gain of 7. Second down and 3. I want to thank you guys in the chat for coming back even when I messed things up the first time and help pushing me through this. I really appreciate you guys. It's a pickup of 6, second down and 4, 35 rushing yards for Jordan Mason. And the big news tonight, Christian McCaffrey inactive. Second and 4, Mason the lone back. Across the formation is Juwan Jennings in motion from right to left. He lines up slot to the left. Purdy takes a snap and hands it to Jordan Mason. Mason breaks through, has another first down inside the 35 and down to the 30-yard line. ESPN isn't available. The contract did put on DirecTV. Okay. Mason 7 carries, 44 yards, averaging 6.3 yards per carry. 9:45 left in the half. Jets 7, Niners 6. San Francisco on the move in Jets territory, and they are starting to get their act together. They have it first and 10 at the Jet 35-yard line. Juszczyk lines out to the right in the slot. 2 receivers to the left. Tight end across the formation is George Kittle. Here comes Mason again, and Mason inside the 20, inside the 15, and down to the 14-yard line. And again, you just say, it seems like the Niners are getting their act together. What I fear the most, as this play is going to come back because of a hold. Doggone it. Colton McKibbitz, the guilty party. So first and 10 has now become first and 20. Now what? It froze. It froze again. That'll drive a coach nuts. And timeout has been called. By whom? It's first down and 19. 9:17 remaining in the first half. As we had a Jets injury. That's what we had. That is what the pause was. So 1st and 19 from the 39-yard line. They need to reach the 20 as Purdy will throw. Zips one, and it is incomplete. That was nearly picked. Reed on the coverage this time on the pass intended for, I believe, Brandon Ayuk. Now that last play, I'm looking at looking at the hold. 2nd and 19 from the 39. Line to make it the 20. Purdy will throw again. He's 2 of 7 and over the middle, and it's caught. First down. And that is to Jawan Jennings. And Jennings picks up the first down for San Francisco on a gain of 20. First down, San Francisco. And I'm going to find that doggone horn, and I'm going to do what JJ does whenever a Philly hits a home run or Eagle scores a touchdown. I'm going to find that sound, and I'm going to play it every time there's a 49er score. From the 17-yard line, 22-yard connection to Jawan Jennings. Big one that time as Purdy calls an audible, takes a snap and hands it to Mason running right. 10, 5, touchdown! San Francisco! And they're back in front. Jordan Mason runs it in from 17 yards out, but there is a flag. And that's coming back. So take the touchdown off the board. I'd like to see that play. That was not a hold. And it's Dominic Pooney, the rookie, that was called for the hold. That was not a hold, man. And the hold occurred, well, we're back to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 8. At least it wasn't a full 10-yard penalty because the penalty occurred at the 1. So it's half the distance. I swing into Samuel. Samuel running left. Samuel ducks inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Dagnabbit. Doggone it. So 2 scores have come off the board. And another flag down. Niners are shooting themselves in the foot. And now the call against Juszczyk for offensive pass interference. We're taking a look at Juszczyk. He had a block. Then he was pushed by Brandon Ayuk. Where's the pass interference? Where is the interference? Because the pass went behind the line of scrimmage. It should have been a run. It wasn't a pass. All right. So now it is 2nd down and 6. Did they take the penalty off the board? They must have. They must have taken the penalty off the board because it was flipped into a running play. From the 13-yard line, 2nd and 6, handoff Mason. Mason squeezes through 10 to the 5 and falls down to the 2-yard line. And I better not see any laundry on the field. We don't. 1st and goal, 49ers. One good thing about this, the Niners are getting their act together despite 3 penalties on this drive and a great block out in space by Sargent, the tight end. Mosley now on the bench. Mason, 10 carries, 67 yards, averaging 6.7 per carry. First and goal at the 2. Kittle comes to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Debo gets the call. Here he comes. Can he get through? He does! Touchdown, San Francisco! And there are no flags this time. That's the great Greg Papa that you hear. That's the great Greg Papa, the voice of the 49ers that you heard with that soundbite, and it's Debo Samuel that crashes through, and the 49ers are back on top. 12 plays, 67 yards, and 5:49, and despite 3 penalties, the Niners are back in front. Jake Moody for the extra point. Snap is backing down. Here she comes. It's good. And the 49ers regain the lead by a count of 13-7. 6:54 remaining in the first half. And your score is the Niners 13 and the Jets 7. Oh, come on, Royston. The Giants aren't any better. And I get to mess with you for once. I was wondering when the snowman was going to awake from his slumber. Victor, you know what happened? I was on earlier, and then I had a couple hiccups here in studio. Had to help my wife with something. And then I came back here, and then everything almost fell apart. It didn't. Got everything back in shape and decided I'll come back during the second quarter. So here we are. You like what you hear? Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe and follow this channel as we convert to a full play-by-play channel. And also, if you would, please give a hand to me and my wife as I try to get back into doing things as well. You all know what's going on with my health the last 3 years. The tag you need for Cash App is $ Tallman Dr. K50, or if you can donate via PayPal, you can do that at Snowman2172, or you can drop us a super chat. Any one of those will help. 13-7, San Francisco with the lead. As we count down to the end of the second quarter, 6:54 remaining in the second period. Let me see if I can get Droid here in on the action, because Droid wanted Jake Moody to kick a couple of field goals. Well, I hope you saw that he did kick 2 field goals. He has 2 field goals plus an extra point. See how many more people I can get in here. 13-7 our score. We're approaching 1,530 subscribers. Can you believe it? On our way to 1,600. And my goal is to make that, our goal, because it's a team effort, is to make that before this week is out. Royston says Giants suck too. True that. When you can laugh, you're living. All right. When you can laugh, you are living. All right, Jake Moody with the ball on the tee, ready to get back to work. 13 for San Francisco, 7 for the Jets. And now we're ready to get back to work. The kick goes to and through the end zone for a touchback, and the Jets will take over at the 30-yard line. A moment of silence for an icon, and that's all I can describe him as. His name is James Earl Jones. He was lost to us today at age 93. Thank you. We'll have a longer tribute to him tomorrow during the morning show. From the 30-yard line, the Jets go back to work. Breece Hall will line up behind Rodgers in a single back formation. 2 receivers out to the left and a lone slot to the right with the ball on the right hash. Rodgers calls an audible. Everybody gets the alert with 6 on the play clock. Here's the snap to Rodgers, and they'll hand it off to Breece Hall. And Hall is dragged down from behind on a great play by Javon Hargrave. Hall gets a couple. That hole opened up, but Javon Hargrave covered the backside and was able to get to Breece Hall and limit him to a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. You know what's bad, Royston? We got to go see the Vikings next weekend. Chris Kosurik is the defensive line coach, the new defensive line coach. And I'm seeing a few differences already. 2nd and 7, the toss to Hall, running right. And Hall is dragged from behind again. Ball comes out. But Hall able to get back on it. And now it is 3rd down, and the Niners are hoping for another 3 and out. I am very proud of myself that I didn't give up tonight. 3rd and 5 from the 35-yard line. Rodgers out of the shotgun with 16 on the play clock. Now walks up and calls the play, trying to get the Niners to jump. Nobody moved. Rodgers back in shotgun. 5 on the play clock. Now 4, now 3. Snap to Rodgers. Free play. Rodgers escapes. 2 flags down, and he throws, and it's incomplete. So let's check the flag. Rodgers thinks it's against San Francisco. It is not. It's a false start. Decline. You decline that. Absolutely. You decline that. It's 4th down. And the 49ers will get the ball back. Hey, Royston, how long you been a Giants fan? I know who Victor's team is. Put on dispute. Dispute is what Arku wanted to say. Arku, do I need to ask who your team is? I think you told me, but I forgot. So for the 3rd time, Morstead will punt for the Jets. He gets it away, and it's nearly blocked. And it's a long one. And it's taken inside the 5, across the 10, and out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 5:18 for the half. 49ers 13, Jets 7. Back with more on Snowman Multimedia. We got basketball tomorrow. We got baseball, I should say, tomorrow, and basketball on Wednesday as we follow the Indiana Fever as far as they go for the remainder of the season. Giving a quick check about on my messages. Jordan Mason is a very capable running back. Even though we don't have Christian McCaffrey tonight, McCaffrey unavailable to us with an MCL. And thank God Jordan Love is going to be back in 3 to 6 weeks. And I mean that from the heart. Jordan Love is indeed a talent, and he's only going to get better. Now, drop your questions in the chat, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability as we drive toward halftime. 49ers 13, Jets 7, and the Niners have the ball back after a long punt. 64 yards. 64-yard punt. And a 6-yard return. So with 5:18 left in the second quarter, the Niners have the ball back. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I got to get some more power in this thing. So the fan won't whistle the way that it just whistled a moment ago. Jordan Mason is powering this 49er offense the same way McCaffrey can, the same way Raheem Mostert did once upon a time, the same way Roger Craig did way back in the day, Ricky Waters. 10 carries, 67 yards so far for Jordan Mason. His career high is 69. He'll be able to break that in a hurry. So from the 14-yard line, the Niners go back to work. Samuel lines up in the backfield, now creeps over to his left. The snap to Purdy. He's back on 5, looking to throw. And to the sideline. Wide open, George the Animal Kittle outside the 35 to the 38-yard line. 24-yard connection for George Kittle and a Niner first down. The Hawk TV is with us. Has Aaron Rodgers folded yet? Not yet, but we're going to make him fold. This Niner defense is getting their act together after being driven on by Rodgers in his second drive of the game. Good job by George Kittle being able to haul it in. One of the best tight ends in the game. 2 receptions, 32 yards for George Kittle. 4:40 for the half. Samuel this time creeps to the right. And this time he'll get it running to the left. Slipped momentarily and is brought down right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Christian McCaffrey, with a calf injury, has the most scrimmage yards and touchdowns in the NFL since joining the 49ers in Week 7 of the 2022 season. And this is only his second missed game with San Francisco. The first one was Week 18 last year, when the Niners had clinched everything. 4 minutes for the half. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. The turn of the hand to Mason. Mason trying to squeeze through. He does. He gets 7 out to the 45-yard line. And there is his new career high. He's got 74 yards now. And let's just hope McCaffrey's ready to go next week. But tonight's all about Jordan Mason, who was about to get tackled, broke it, and then got 7 more. Keep running, Mason. Keep running. 11 carries for 74 yards for Jordan Mason, but you got 3 more to get here to keep this drive going with 3:18 left in the first half. Niners 13, Jets 7. From the 45-yard line, 3rd down and 3. The snap to Purdy. He looks to throw, and over the middle, and it's caught by Jordan Mason. First down at midfield. Down to 3 minutes left in the first half. And as I said, the Niners will get their act together offensively, and it looks like they have. And a good play by Purdy finding Jordan Mason, curling out of the backfield. Needed 3, picked up 5, and a first down. Niners have scored on 3 consecutive drives. Now it's 1st and 10 with 4 on the play clock. Fake to Mason. Trouble. Throws. Caught. Debo. He'll get a couple. Good job by Purdy getting rid of the ball immediately. And that will take us to it'll tick us down, I believe, to the 2-minute warning. It'll be 2nd and 7 when you all get back. 2nd and 7 coming up. 2 minutes left in the first half. Niners 13, Jets 7. Take a quick break. Where is it? God damn it. That's what I get for not being prepared. Oops. 13-7 in favor of the 49ers. 2 minutes left in the first half, and the Niners have the ball. They face second down and 7. At the half, we'll give you all the stats, facts, and figures of the first half. And, of course, with ESPN having the call, it's going to be the fastest 3 minutes. And I love Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes. From the 44-yard line, 2nd and 7, Juwan Jennings races across the formation in motion and now lines up to the right. Deebo Samuel in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Samuel will get across the 45 down to about the 43. And third down coming up for the 49ers. And Samuel should be used to this. Samuel loves running the football. 140 for the half. Third down and about 3. It is 3rd and 3. It's Juszczyk lining up to the right of Brock Purdy, who waits in shotgun formation. And now he gets the alert and alerts his teammates with 7 on the play clock. Purdy waits. And timeout called. Timeout San Francisco to be their first. As they waited until the last possible second. And they didn't even try to get the get the snap. And there may be a problem with Sauce Gardner. I hope not. And he indicated that it was his shoulder, left shoulder. So big third down coming up for San Francisco. 1:15 remains in the first half. And they'll operate from the 42-yard line. Snap to Purdy, looking to throw, and he fires. It's caught by Deebo Samuel inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. A minute to go, or 1:05 to go, rather. San Francisco not in any hurry. They want to come away with points, and they get the ball to start the second half. That's the beauty of having the ball last in the first half, is they get a chance to double up. On this drive, Purdy is 4 for 4 for 50 yards. Thought Deebo was wincing. Nope, he just has a big old smile on his face. On first down, 35 seconds left in the first half. 5 on the play clock. Snap to Purdy. He looks, winds up, throws over the middle. It's caught by Juwan Jennings. Jennings knocked down inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. And the Niners will use their second timeout with 24 seconds left in the first half. So after the first quarter, when it looked like the Jets would stay with San Francisco, even with the Niners having a takeaway, the Niners have gotten their act together offensively and defensively. Now, the trick is you want to keep this going. Remember, Juwan Jennings threw a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl and then caught one as well. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Kittle across the formation in motion, 2 receivers to the right and a lone slot to the left. Purdy waits, takes the belt high snap, fires a sidearm pass to Deebo Samuel, and Samuel is caught and dropped. He'll lose a yard, and timeout with 17 seconds left in the first half. 13 for San Francisco, 7 for the Jets. And remember, the 49ers get the ball to start the second half. We got baseball for you tomorrow, and then WNBA basketball for you on Wednesday as the Indiana Fever close out their season, clinching their first playoff berth since 2016. And we will follow them as far as they go. 17 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 10 for the 49ers. 3 receivers out to the right, including Jordan Mason. Purdy takes the belt high shotgun snap, winds up, throws end zone, incomplete. Brandon Ayuk had it for a moment, but could not haul it in. And now it is third and 10. So the good thing is for the 49ers, you're close enough that you have a field goal in your back pocket. At the same time, you want to at least try to put some more distance in between yourselves and the Jets. Ayuk broke free at the last minute, but just couldn't haul it in. 3rd and 10 from the 13-yard line. Snap to Purdy, and we get a whistle. And we get a timeout call by the Jets. That we do, because the 49ers are out of timeouts. Ayuk has caught 1 for 14 yards on 3 targets. He had a target coming his way in the end zone, but could not haul it in. And all that drama with Ayuk, he's going to stay in San Francisco, which is what I kind of predicted. 13 seconds left in the first half. 13-7 in favor of San Francisco as they look for some more points. But you can believe Brandon Ayuk will get involved in this offense before this night is over. 3rd and 10. Snap to Purdy. Here they come. Purdy steps up in the pocket. Looking, throwing, incomplete, looking for Ayuk again. Any Met games in future broadcasts? I just might. As part of our playoff coverage, if the Mets get there, I just might have to do a couple Met games for you. So it'll be 4th down for San Francisco. They have not done good on 3rd downs tonight, and there's a lot of rust, but they have a chance to extend the lead. Snap is backing down, and the kick is good, and that's exactly what the Niners do. 4 seconds left in the first half. Niners 16, and the Jets 7. So 13 straight points scored by San Francisco after the Jets took a 7-3 lead. How about those amazing Mets, huh? I got to be honest, when it came to the Mets, didn't expect much out of them given the last 2 years. I was wrong. Now, if they can keep Atlanta out of the playoffs, we'll be good. 4 seconds for the half. 16-7 in favor of the 49ers, and the Niners will get the ball to start the second half. 158 yards in the second quarter for the 49ers to only 5 for the Jets. They've outgained the Jets tonight, 210-84. And you want to keep the pressure on by opening the second half with a score, preferably a touchdown. But we'll talk about that when we get to the third quarter. The approach in the kick is going to go to and through the end zone for a touchback. So after the scoring drive where Aaron Rodgers took him down and got him 7 points. The Niners defense has turned up the heat. They have gotten to him quite a few times. In fact, they've sacked him only once, but they have hit him 5 times. Rodgers 7 of 11 for 64 yards. And the Jets have only run for 20 yards in the first half. He'll take a knee and we'll go to halftime. So at the half, your score is San Francisco 16 and the New York Jets 7. We'll come back. We'll probably do a couple of raids because I know some guys that are on. So we'll do a couple of raids and I'll give you the halftime stats when y'all get back. I swear. Y'all want to do a raid? Y'all want to do a raid real quick? Let's do a raid. My buddy Pure Adrenaline Sports, speaking of the Mets, is on right now. This is his channel that I'm going to post in the chat. So let's go show him some love here. And don't forget to use the hashtag Snowman Raid. All right, you guys ready? Set and go. Let's go raid him. Let's go raid Pure Adrenaline Sports right now. There we go. Let's see if he'll catch my hashtag here. He's got the Mets and the Blue Jays. They're in the top of the ninth in Skydome, or at Skydome. And the Mets lead that game 3-2. So let's go show Pure Adrenaline Sports some love. Drop a like, and if you can subscribe, if you want to, you can subscribe to him as well. I hope you do. He does some great content. Mostly Mets content. They're headed to the bottom of the ninth at Skydome. And the Mets lead the Blue Jays 3-2. All right, now we'll take a break. Now we'll take an extended break. Listen to that. Success breeds success. Success absolutely breeds success. Good. He caught it. He caught my hashtag. All right. We'll take a break and we'll come back for the third quarter after this. Oh boy. Ow. All right. I got a question, and it goes like this. Why isn't Roger Craig in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? I know it's an argument that has been made forever and ever. Amen. But why isn't Roger Craig in the Hall of Fame? It should not even be a doubt that he belongs there. The first ever running back to have a thousand season, 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving. He did it in '85. Anybody remember that? I certainly do. I watched the game when he did it. I watched the game when he did it. Speaking of questions, which quarterback do you all think is going to have like an early exit from playoff competition? I want to say it'd be Dak Prescott, but I don't. But I want to be nice. But in all honesty, could be any number. Got a raid going. It's in the blood. Is dropping by. Sending the blood raid. Thank you. I'll have to return the raid before we go to the second half. So I raided a friend of mine, and another one's returned the favor. It's in the blood. Has joined us. He said, "Much love, Snowman." Thank you all over there so much. Matter of fact, let's go find him and wait and rate him. Chasing Miss Charlie, what's up? What's going on? Glad to have you in. If you haven't subscribed, please go and just remember why I do this. One of the reasons why I do this is that I love it, and second, I want to turn this into how I help my family. After crying about it and thinking about it, I want to use my voice and my podcasts and every other show that I do to bring an income in for my family, and I believe I can. All right, let's return the raid. What's up, Columbus? There's more members of the Blood Raid. Thank you guys so much. I didn't think I'd get through this game, honestly, because I had some hiccups here in studio. Chasing Miss Charlie says liked and subbed. Thank you. If y'all can make a contribution to the Snow Strong Fund via Super Chat or Cash App, very much appreciated. But I appreciate you guys, just coming by. You're right. Believe and achieve. I missed parts of the first quarter because I had a hiccup here in studio, but got it together, and off to the races we go. Let's see if they're on tonight. Yep, they are. So now we're going to return the raid. Let's have some fun. We got a few minutes before the second half begins, and it's Papa Blood doing the call. Hey, let's go show our folks that it's in the blood a little love, shall we? You know the hashtag to use. I'm going to go start this raid right now. 3, 2, 1, raid. Let's go get them. Let's go show them some love, folks. Hit the like and subscribe over it. It's in the blood if you can also. And it's one of my favorite streamers that's doing this. I want to show them some love tonight. The same that they did for me. And you know what? He's right about the Browns. Ugh. Okay. I think we got about 4 minutes left before the second half. So we got 2 minutes left. So I'm going to take a breather and we'll come back for the second half after this. All right, we're ready for the third quarter. 16-7 in favor of the 49ers. Niners will get the ball to start the third period. And I have an expectation of myself that every time I am on, whether doing my morning show, the Brian Snow show in the afternoon, or doing a play-by-play, I am going to turn it into a paycheck, no matter how small or no matter how big. Niners will this time operate right to left, and the kick goes to and through the end zone for a touchback, or Deebo Samuel takes it and takes a knee in the back of the end zone, and the Niners will start at the 30-yard line. And I'll say it again, after the Niners allowed Aaron Rodgers to march right down the field and stick it in the end zone, 49ers got their act together. Robert Saleh, in his career as a coach, 7-25 when trailing at halftime. Keep those numbers in mind, 7 and 25. So now let's see what the Niners do. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line, moving left. Purdy under center, takes a snap and hands it to Jordan Mason, and Mason is caught and dropped. Actually shoved backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Let's see how much momentum the Niners can build up after scoring 13 consecutive points. But the fatal flaw, and I've said this for a few years now under Kyle Shanahan, field goals, not touchdowns. Because with a powerful, potent offense such as this, you don't want to leave any kind of hope for a team to get back in the game. Purdy will throw, steps up, and dumps it off to Samuel. Debo trying to turn the corner, gets a block from Juszczyk outside the 35, and he gets to the 40-yard line for a 1st down. What a block by Kyle Juszczyk to set Debo Samuel free, and Samuel was able to do the rest and pick up the 1st down. Good job by Purdy stepping up into the pocket and getting rid of the ball in a hurry. That's the one thing about Purdy. If you can identify something that separates Purdy and puts him in the league of Patrick Mahomes or quarterbacks like that, his escapability. Debo doing it all night, 51 total yards. He does have a touchdown. It's 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line on a game in 11. Purdy zips it, and it's caught by George the Animal Kittle. He gets out to the 48 or 47-yard line. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4, San Francisco. And the other thing about this 49er offense, it is ball dominant, ball control. Man, Juszczyk ran wide open on a curl route on that last play, but the pressure nearly got home. 3 receptions, 38 yards for George Kittle. Purdy operates under center, gives it to Jordan Mason, this time running right, trying to escape, can't. He'll pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3. And I'm willing to bet you the Jets are going to send the house after Purdy. Now Juwan Jennings is joined with the Jets secondary. Niners are at it again. At what again, Victor? At what again? Well, Jennings and Reed got tangled up. So Jennings decided to jaw a little bit. 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down coming up for San Francisco. Why is it big? Because you want to keep the Jets offense off the field and you don't want to give them any kind of hope whatsoever. 12:20 left in the 3rd. Snap to Purdy. They bring pressure, and it's caught. 1st down, Juwan Jennings to the Jet 48-yard line. And Jennings is limping a little bit. He got dragged down by the hips. You know exactly what I mean. No, I don't. I do not know of which you speak, sir. Yeah, something happened. Something happened where he got yanked by the hip, and it may force Frisco to take a timeout. They don't. 1st and 10 from the 48 in Jets territory. Here's Mason, and Mason's caught from behind and dropped after only about a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up. Juwan Jennings in his 5th year out of Tennessee, limping very badly as he was dragged down by the hip. With the tackle made by Carter, he immediately got up and started limping. Now it looks like he's walked it off. They're going to have a look at him in the tent. 2nd and 8. 11:03 left in the 3rd period. Purdy under center with Mason off to his left. Ronnie Bell in motion. Snap to Purdy. Looking, throwing, caught. This time the catch was made by Kyle Juszczyk down to the 40. It'll leave 3rd down and a deuce for San Francisco. 10:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Niners lead 16-7, and they're looking for more. They got a field goal at the end of the 1st half. And the Niners may have gotten away with a false start because Mason started in motion about a half second early. But no flag, no foul. 3rd and 2. Purdy, 13 of 20 for 133 yards tonight. Kittle walks up to the line off to the right. Here's Mason. First down and more inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. 10:05 left in the third, and the Niners are moving again. It'll be 1st and 10 down at the 30-yard line for the 49ers. And it's these wicked running schemes where they send everybody, including the best left tackle in the game and Trent Williams, one way. They send Kittle the other, and then Mason just goes behind the big boys. First down, 49ers. 9:40 for the third. Mason, 15 carries, 85 yards. Purdy under center this time. He takes a snap and drops to throw, but a whistle. And a false start called against San Francisco. That's their 6th penalty of the night. If there is a bugaboo with the 49ers and this fast break offense, they get a lot of false starts against them, a lot of penalties against them. Got to play and stay disciplined, especially in holding a 9-point lead. 9:20 for the third. 1st and 10 has now become 1st and 15. And Kyle Shanahan doesn't like what he's seeing. 9:10 left in the third. 119 rushing yards for San Francisco. And the fake to Mason. Purdy will throw. And a lob to the far side is caught by Juszczyk inside the 10, inside the 5, and down to the 3-yard line. How in the world did a big fullback like Kyle Juszczyk get that wide open? He came open on a wheel route. That's what happened. And got dragged down at the 3-yard line. How do you do that? Especially with a fullback or tight end. Kyle Juszczyk in his 14th year out of Harvard makes it 1st and goal for the 49ers. He's got 2 receptions for 40 yards. Purdy under center with Mason behind him. It is Mason who gets the call and dragged down at about the 4 or 5-yard line. Loss of 3, 2nd down and goal coming up from the 5. You know what's funny? When I was sitting in here waiting for the game to start, I dozed off. I sat in this chair after getting a kiss from my beautiful wife, and I dozed off. 7:50 for the third. It's all 49ers right now. Purdy under center. They'll give it back to him. Mason is in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Blow the horn. They go 70 yards in 11 plays and chew up 7 minutes, 18 seconds off the clock, and they extend the lead. I do not know what you talk about, Victor, when you say greed, or what you say the Niners are at it again. They're not at anything. They're just putting points on the board. This will make it 20 straight points if Moody able to put it through, and he does. 7:42 remaining in the third quarter. It's all San Francisco right now. Niners 23, Jets 7. What the? Here I go pushing the wrong buttons again. 23-7, San Francisco with the lead. I'm back. Mets won. I saw that. 3-2. Where have I been? Where have I been hiding what? Where have I been hiding what? The horn? I just got it. I just got it. 23 for Frisco, 7 for the Jets. Thursday night, it's the Bills and the Dolphins from Miami. I might have to do that one. Might be in the operative void. Oh, yeah, the horn. I just got it. I told you, I'm thinking of ideas as we go along. Trying to make this better and more interactive for any and everybody. Nice touch. Thank you. Thank you. That's the 49ers sounder whenever they score a touchdown. And I want them to score many more touchdowns tonight. Jake Moody on the approach from the 35, boots it away, and you're not going to, they're going to bring it out. 10, 15, 20, and down at the 23-yard line. Or not. He was not down out at the 31. So where are they going to mark it? I knew Mason would be a good touch in place of McCaffrey tonight. I knew he would have a good touch and play. He would be, and McCaffrey was one of the first ones to greet him on the sideline. You know they could have 2,000-yard rushers this year, Christian McCaffrey and Jordan Mason. You never know. From the 24, 1st and 10 for the Jets as they go back to work down 16. Fake to Breece Hall. Rodgers to throw. Dumps it out to Breece Hall. Outside of the 30, he'll pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. $11-yard gain, first down for the Jets with 7:24 left in the third quarter. And the 49ers lead seems safe at 23-7. Niners have 122 rushing yards tonight, averaging 4.9 per carry. Keep feeding them the ball. Let's get a stop here and not give the Jets any kind of confidence either. Snap to Rodgers. He'll give it to Breece Hall up the middle, and Hall gets out to the 40. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from that point. 6:50 left in the third. Clock keeps a ticking, and the Niners keep a leading. 23-7 our score. Hey, Royson, I'm wondering if you can do old Snowman and his family a little favor. 2nd and 5, 6.5 of the third. From the 40-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Rodgers under center, which is weird because it's rare to see Rodgers under center this much in the ball game. And on 2nd and 5, they fake it to Hall. Pressure comes. He throws, and it is tipped, and it's intercepted! And the Niners get the ball back. That is Diamano Lenore with the interception. A flag is down. Let's check the flag first. So it's after the penalty was after the turnover. So it's first down for the 49ers. They get the ball back, although they'll lose 15 on that personal foul. And Aaron Rodgers, good tip by Lenore, who was able to tip it high in the air. And there's a look that Aaron Rodgers just showed just now that should tell you everything you need to know about this game. This is how I look at it. the Jets, had the lead. Keyword had at 7-3. Then they allowed 20 consecutive points to the 49ers. And it's now 23-7 with the Niners looking for more here in the third quarter. And I am not being greedy, Victor, when I say 2 more scores should put this game out of reach. Hell, y'all want to know my original call for this game in terms of scores? When we were doing our summer picks and we saw this game, I said 52-8. That's not going to happen, but the Niners are out in front comfortably with a chance for more. Should they keep running the football or should they take a chance downfield and try a quick strike? I say you keep doing what brought you to the dance. Run the football. Run it down their throat. Aaron Rodgers marched it down our throat in the first quarter. Now we spend the next 3 quarters getting even. Tomorrow we'll have Astros baseball as they continue their pursuit of the American League West title as they take on the Oakland A's in the first of 3 at Minute Maid Ballpark. It's an 8:10 first pitch. We'll be up at 7:50 with the pregame show. Now, I think I'm going to keep my set just like this. What I'm going to do is add a couple things, and I think I know what I'm going to add. I am absolutely sure and certain that I know what I'm going to add. I'll do that tomorrow. Got a couple of post-game things to do. We got a post-game show to talk about. The post-game version of that 49ers show follows this, and a great play by Diamanor Lenore to get the ball away from Garrett Wilson, which is where they were going. So from the 39-yard line of their own territory, a fake and a dump out to Kittle, and he couldn't hold it. Every time Purdy has seen pressure, he's been able to get rid of the ball. Diamanor Lenore, after that touchdown drive by the Jets, Diamanor Lenore has been on Garrett Wilson like glue, and he just made a great play to cause an interception. Now let's stick it down their throats. 2nd and 10. Purdy out of the shotgun with 9 on the play clock. He takes the belt high shotgun snap and hands it to Mason. Mason across the 45 has the first down to midfield. 11 more for Jordan Mason. That'll put him over 100 for the night. And a first down for San Francisco. The clock keeps moving and the Niners keep running. This game is already out of reach. The fact that you want 2 more touchdowns exhibit greed in and of itself. No, it doesn't. It does not exhibit greed. I just want them to win. 1st and 10, 5.5 to go in the third. 99 yards for Jordan Mason tonight. Purdy out of the shotgun. He gives it to Mason. Cuts back against the grain. He'll get down to the 48-yard line. Thomas brings him down. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. 5:18 and counting left in the third quarter. Victor, this game is not out of reach. Okay? People still want to think Aaron Rodgers is that bad, man. Fine. I'll let him think that. Anything can happen. I've seen it. In 4 decades of football, I've seen it. 4:59 left in the third quarter. 2nd down and 8. From the Jets' 48-yard line, Juszczyk in motion, snap to Purdy. Looking his way, throws his way. It's incomplete. Looking for Juszczyk. And some bad news from Los Angeles. Puka Nacua, the outstanding wide receiver for the Rams, is headed to injured reserve. He'll be out the next 4 weeks. Man alive. I hate that. I hate when stars have to miss time. 3rd and 8 coming up for the 49ers. 4:48 left in the third quarter. Let's see if they can convert this one. They've converted 3 out of their last 5 third downs. Purdy out of the shotgun, takes the belt high shotgun snap, looks to throw, pressure from behind. He rifles one, and it's incomplete. But a flag comes in. Hands to the face against the Jets, and that's an automatic. That carries, I believe, an automatic first down. It does. It's 23-7. You're playing the Jets. The game is over. No, it is not over. There's still a quarter. Oh, gosh. I'm going to get in trouble. Victor's going to tear me to shreds in the morning. He's going to tear me to shreds in the morning. I know he is. I know how he gets. As Johnson was choking a lineman. Was that Brindle? Or was that Aaron Banks? No, it was Colton McKivitz, whose throat he had his hands around. 4:43 left in the third. And on first down, the handoff to Jordan Mason straight ahead inside the 40 down to the 37. Gain of 6, second down and 4 from that point. And since the Jets led 7-3, it's been all San Francisco since then. They got their act together. But there was a sign of ring rust, as Victor would say. Purdy, 14 of 23, 167 yards. Jordan Mason, 20 carries, 106 yards, plus a rushing touchdown. 51 total yards for Deebo Samuel. He also has a touchdown. Here's Mason across the 40, still going, down to the 36. And it leaves third down and about 4. Jets had a chance when they were leading by a point. That door has closed. Victor, are you going to let me have it tomorrow? Because I'm serious. Anything could happen. 3rd and 2. Purdy to throw. Winds up and throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for the backup tight end. Couldn't get it to him. It's 4th and 2. And let's see what the 49ers do. Thinking they're going to try to tack on some more points. And that was a great play by the Jets secondary. So this is a 53-yard attempt. Remember, Jake Moody has 2 50-yard field goals in the Super Bowl. Snap is backing down. Here she comes. And it is good as it doinks off of the left upright and through. Wow. Wow and wow. Even Kyle Shanahan had to lean back on that one. 53-yard field goal is good. It is 49ers 26 and the Jets 7. Was it Cody Parkey who had the double doink? I want to remember his name. Because that's simply not fair. Let's organize this by number. And I want to find out a player who I should have known this already. I didn't. And number 82 is Eric Saubert in his 7th year out of Drake. Oh, he hits the upright again. 98% win probability. What's up, John Morgan? Thanks for coming in. Yes, it was Cody Parkey. I thought it was him. The victim of the double doink. Jake Moody got a lucky doink. And I hope Droid is watching because he wanted Jake Moody to have a lot of points kicking. He's got 12 right now. 4 field goals, 14 actually. 4 field goals and 2 extra points. Oh, doggone it. There we go. The only bright spot for the Jets is that Aaron Rodgers is still on his feet. If you want to call that a bright spot. All right. I'll quit being mean. As I said, if you want to call that a bright spot. Should I do the Thursday night game, folks? With the Jets and the Jets. With the Dolphins and the Bills? Why did I say Jet? Because I'm watching the Jets right now. This is probably going to be the best Thursday night game this year. because we all know most Thursday night games suck. Oh my gosh, did I say that aloud? Yes, I did. 3:28 left in the third. Niners 26, Jets 7. And I hope the Niners can break 30 tonight. The approach and the kick by Jake Mooney is going to go to and through the end zone for a touchback, and the Jets will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Okay, I better not. I'm trying to get adjusted here in studio. Nick Sorensen played 131 career games with 3 teams, Rams, Jacksonville, and Cleveland. His 12th year as an NFL assistant coach and the 4th different defensive coordinator in the last 5 years. They lost 2 of those to head coaching jobs, Robert Saleh and, of course, D'Amico Ryans, who was doing a fabulous job with the Houston Texans. 1st and 10, 3:28 left in the third. Snap to Rodgers. Quick out to Garrett Wilson, and Wilson is dragged down by Diamonor Lenore. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. You're going to summon Espresso McCoffee Fighting Mad. I don't have to summon that. John Morgan, Miami will beat Buffalo. No, Buffalo will beat Miami. In Miami. The Jets had 79 yards in the first quarter, 27 since then. 3 minutes for the third. Rodgers will throw over the top, and it's caught. 1st down and more. And now Rodgers and the 2-minute offense will kick into high gear. 2:48 left in the third. That is Alan Lazard who made the catch. Had to recognize the number for a moment. 2.5 of the third. A reception for 26 yards. 1 reception on 3 targets for 26 yards for Alan Lazard. Here's Breece Hall on the run, and he gets a couple of that. Javon Hargrave brought him down from behind. 53 yards since the first quarter by the New York Jets, for the New York Jets. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Mike Williams in his first season with the Jets, he spent the last 7 with the San Diego Superchargers. Rodgers out of the shotgun with 3 receivers out to the right and a lone slot to the left. He waits. 7 on the play clock. Snap to Rodgers. Looking to throw. He winds up and throws. Dropped by Breece Hall. It has been that kind of night. 1:43 left in the third, and the New York Jets now face 3rd and 8. Now, if the Jets are going to stay in this ball game, they need to get some points on this drive. Rodgers with 108 yards plus an interception. Rodgers out of the shotgun. Free play. Rodgers looks, throws. It is caught by Alan Lazard. He's got a touchdown. This will be the flag. A flag is down, and it will be offside against San Francisco. So now it's down to a 2-possession game. 36-yard connection to Alan Lazard from Aaron Rodgers, and I think it was Leonard Floyd who was across the line early, and then Lazard got free. He put his hand up because he knew he'd be open. That's the first time I think Alan Lazard has scored in his games against San Francisco. And the Jets are now going to go for 2 points. Free play since 2008. Rodgers has thrown 18 touchdowns. Who cares? This is a 2-point attempt. And Breece Hall shifts to the right of Rodgers. It's Breece Hall. And he gets... did he get in? No, he did not. He did not get in. So a 36-yard touchdown pass to Alan Lazard from Aaron Rodgers cuts the lead to 13. And this may be reviewed. This may be reviewed because where I'm looking at, I think he got in. I think this may be reviewed and reversed. I gotta find a way to get this machine to calm down. It may be time for me to get a new one. And fast. There we are. Excuse me. Taking care of a few things while we wait for the game to resume. That may get reviewed. No, it will not. The call will stay call will stay the way it is. And now the Niners with a 26-13 lead as we wind down to the close of the third quarter. Let me give them a follow too. Did your team win this weekend? Let me know in the comments below. Mine is winning right now. The other one in the household, not so much. Lost by 2 to the Houston Texans. And I can't say anything bad about the Texans. They are the kings of the AFC South Division. Here's a better question. Should the South Divisions exist at all? I say no. I say no. All right, here we go. Back to business. This will go to and through the end zone for a touchback. And it'll come out to the 30-yard line. Now, all you need to do if you're San Francisco is just wear them up front with the running schemes that you have. All you got to do is just run the football, run these next 15 minutes out, and we'll be 1-0 on the year. They are 3-4 under Kyle Shanahan in 7 opening games. They'll start from the 20, 1st and 10. With 1:39 left in the third quarter, this is Mason running right, and Mason gets out to the 21 and goes no further. 90 seconds left in the third. 2nd down and 9 coming up for San Francisco. 49ers lead 26-13. And I'm that much closer to a victory Tuesday on Snowman in the Morning. Join us tomorrow when we talk all things football and put a bow on week 1. With this ball game wrap-up, the Niners have held the ball for 28 minutes. Each of their touchdown drives have consumed over 7 minutes. The fake toss, Purdy will throw. Plenty of time. Rips it, and it's caught by Juwan Jennings, who's back on the field. That is great to see. Out to the 35 to the 37-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. Did you see how much time Purdy had in the pocket? Much was made about this offensive line and how they would block. I mean, Purdy had a 15-yard running lane, but he spotted Juwan Jennings instead. Purdy 15 of 25 or 182 yards. It's 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. And the fake to Samuel, and Purdy rolls out to his left, looking, directing traffic, throws. It's complete to Juszczyk, but he'll only get a couple. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books, and the Jets have a mountain to climb. As the 49ers, wait a minute, we have a flag. Let's see what the flag is. It is defensive holding. Wow. And that's an automatic first down, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. I don't think the Jets have a good enough defense to win against San Francisco. They don't. They don't. You know what? I thought that first drive we were going to actually have a competitive game. I seriously thought so. I seriously thought, hey, maybe this is a turnaround game for Aaron Rodgers. No. Because the last 4 times, or 4 of the last 5 times, including postseason, that Aaron Rodgers has faced the 49ers, you know the rest. We head to the fourth quarter. San Francisco leading the Jets 26-13. Back after this timeout. All right, we head to the fourth and final period, 26-13 in favor of the San Francisco 49ers. Next Monday night, the crew will be in Philadelphia for the Falcons and the Eagles, where the Eagles get to wreck Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins all night. 23 of the last 29 points belong to the 49ers. And they have a first down out at the 41 in their own territory. Out of the I formation with Mason dotting the I as we start the fourth quarter. The pitch out is to Mason. Mason did get back at least to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 coming up. One of the players that they're looking at right now is Ricky Pearsall, the rookie from Florida. Second and 8, 14-15 remaining in the game. Snap to Purdy. He looks, he throws, far side, caught, Debo, got rid of a defender, inside the 40, 35, and ripped down at the 32-yard line. And another San Francisco first down. Debo went one way, the defender went the other. And a 49er first down. As he picked up a total of 28. First and 10 for the 49ers at the Jets' 32-yard line. Highest yards after the catch? Yeah, that belongs to Frisco. Purdy will throw. It's caught by Kittle, and Kittle gets a yard, if that. Second down and 9 coming up for San Francisco. And you want to put this game away with a touchdown. $13-10 remaining in the ball game. 2nd and 8 on a gain of 2. And I'm excited to see what Ricky Pearsall can do in this offense. Trent Williams is taken care of. McCaffrey's taken care of. Ayuk is taken care of. Financially, I want to see what they do with Pearsall. The handoff to Mason. Mason gets inside the 30, and he gets down to the 28, which leaves third down coming up for the 49ers. And what you want to do if you're Frisco is wind that clock. 12 and a half minutes remaining. 49ers 26, Jets 13. 3rd and 6. Coming up for the 49ers. They haven't done good on third downs overall tonight, but let's see if they can pick up a big one here. 3rd and 6. Snap to Purdy. He looks. Throws far side. Caught! Brandon Ayuk with a first down. Inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. 21 more for the 49ers. And Brandon Ayuk makes his second catch of the night. Was able to get 2 feet down on the play. So first down, 49ers. They keep the ball and keep the drive alive. 11:40 remaining in the contest. Purdy 18 of 28 for 223 yards. The total continues to climb. Purdy out of the shotgun as they work from the 14-yard line. They give it to Debo, running right. Debo gets a block from Sargent, but then flipped over on a good play by Reed. And Reed, a little frustrated, does a couple of push-ups, and they go back to business. 2nd and about 8. Coming up for the 49ers. $11-12 remaining, and a timeout has been called. Or is it timeout for an injury? It's a timeout. We'll take one with him. 11-12 for the game. 26-13, 49ers. 26-13 in favor of the 49ers as they look to deliver the knockout punch. 11-12 remaining in the ball game. Purdy out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Or 2nd and 9, I should say, from the 14. Here's Mason. Mason trying to run off to the right. Can't get there. So now it leaves another 3rd down coming up for the 49ers. And the Jets may already have a casualty as one of their starting quarterbacks in Carter is headed to the tent. He's going to get looked over. 10.5 minutes left in the ball game. 26-13, 49ers, 3rd and 9. As we look into the eyes of Trent Williams to see who he is going to hit. Snap to Purdy, looking to throw. He winds up and throws. It is caught. Jawan Jennings, can he get there? Can he get there? Can he get there? The answer is no. He'll be a yard short of the 1st down as we count down to 10 minutes left in the ball game. And what will the 49ers do here? You know the best thing about Purdy tonight? 4th and 1. And timeout call by the Jets. Hey, man, you ain't fooling me. I thought they were gonna be able to get a playoff as the Jets were changing personnel. So I think at this point you take the points with 9:46 left, knowing you have a foothold on this ball game. And should he connect, it'll be his 5th field goal tonight. Saturday, Georgia travels to Kentucky to take on the Kentucky Wildcats. Inska Westons. We'll see what happens. And they'll send the field goal unit on 4th and 1. Big Trent Williams was ready to hit somebody and lead the way. But they're going to take the safe route and take the points. Williams has played all 65 snaps tonight. And he may get an early shower also. This is a 23-yard field goal attempt for the 49 for Jake Moody for his 5th field goal of the night. Snap is backing down and the kick is through, and the Niners lead 29-13 with 9:43 remaining in the ball game. And Williams is indeed headed to the locker room right now. We'll try to get an injury update on Trent Williams, the big all-star left tackle. 9:43 left. Niners 29, Jets 13. We'll be back with more after this. if you're a Jets fan, you're sitting in the middle of 49ers of Niner Nation. It's a long night because there are quite a few Jets fans at Levi's Stadium, and they all have the same look on their face. Here we go. Back to business. Ball taken at the 10-yard line, ahead to the 20, and wrapped up right there at about the 23-yard line. And that is where the Jets will go back to work to try to find something. Curtis Robinson made the stop for the 49ers. And they did something with a groundhog. Man, that's crazy. Rodgers 11 out of 17 for 144 yards. He has a touchdown and a pick, and that touchdown came on a free play. Snap to Rodgers. They give it to Breece Hall, and Breece Hall is dropped after about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Jets. And now the Jets will try to look at this. 35 minutes and 13 seconds, the time of possession difference. The time of possession by San Francisco. Rodgers to throw outside. It's caught by Allen Lazard. He gets out to the 40-yard line and a first down for the Jets with 9 minutes remaining. If officially it is a 2-possession game, 8 one time, 8 another. But with 8:48 left, you realistically have to look at this as the Jets needing the ball 3 times. And the Niners run 65 plays tonight to only 33 for the Jets. Snap to Rodgers. He throws it out to Breece Hall. Breaks a tackle. Shoved out of bounds before he reaches midfield. He's shoved out of bounds at midfield, as a matter of fact, with 8:25 left. Fred Warner with the stop. There goes that thing again. 2nd and 1 from midfield. 8:05 left in the ball game. Rodgers works out of the shotgun, takes the bell high shotgun snap, looks to throw, and fires near side. It's caught by Garrett Wilson, who had an incredible first quarter, but has not done much since. That's only his 2nd reception since the first quarter. And now we're under 8 minutes to play. 29 for the Niners, 13 for the Jets. Rodgers, 14 of 20. He takes the bell high snap, and we get a stoppage of play. We get a whistle. We're ready to get back to work here. Last year in week 1, the Niners scored. That's why. A review has been triggered, and it looks like that catch to Wilson will not count. There's one, and we're looking at the second foot. He's out of bounds. He is out of bounds. So I think this is going to be reversed. In fact, I know this is going to be reversed. Isaac Yiadom on the stop. Well, they're not going to throw the challenge flag here. It'll have to come from the team. 3rd and 1 for the 49ers with 7:59 remaining in the ball game. Wilson has caught 5 for 52 yards. 4 of those came in the first quarter. Rodgers out of the shotgun formation, lifts and lowers his foot. Now it's Lazard in motion, left to right, now back to the left. The turn in the hand to Breece Hall, and he gets tackled at midfield with 7:50 remaining. It has not been that kind of offensive night for the Jets. Breece Hall stoned at midfield. And you figure the Jets are going to go for it here. Lenore was the first one there. Odom was there also. It is 4th and 1 with 7.5 minutes remaining. Rodgers waits in shotgun formation with Brees standing to his left. Snap to Rodgers, looking, throwing, and it's incomplete. Isaac Yiadom on the coverage, and the ball will go over to the 49ers. And after a brilliant first quarter by Garrett Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and the Jets, the Niners defense woke up mad. And they lead 29-13 with 7:22 remaining. What were you guys' score predictions before this game? I should have asked that before I had to reset my stream. What were you guys' score predictions for this game? Speaking of scores, we got next week the Niners will go to Minnesota to take on the the Minnesota Vikings. That's a 1:00 kickoff. We'll be up at 12:45 with the pregame. That's a 1:10 kickoff. We'll be up at 12:45 with the pregame show. And it might be one of those times where I do double duty. And it depends. Oops. It depends on what time the Colts play. Because the Colts do take priority here in the household, thanks to my wife. She is a Colts fan. So as we wait to get back to business, tell me who your team is in the chat. Use the hashtag That's My Team. Hey Victor, how about that Notre Dame L that they took on Saturday against North Illinois? (29-13), 49ers have it with 7:22 remaining. I don't care if they get 3 first downs and don't score again tonight. Run that clock out. Don't give the Jets any kind of hope. None whatsoever. So from midfield, literally half a field to work with, the 49ers go back to work. Remember, they trailed this game 7-3 and then 7-6 at one time. And then they woke up. Here's Mason running off to the left. Mason inside the 40, 35-30, and crash out of bounds at the 28. 22-yard gain for Jordan Mason, and that's another first down for San Francisco. Yeah, y'all see that loss that Notre Dame took over the weekend? I was so happy when they lost. I was so happy when they lost because I know so many Notre Dame fans is not even funny. From the 26-yard line, 24-yard gain, and the Niners have 400 yards. Here's Mason one more time inside the 25, down to the 24, maybe the 23. So at this point in time, you don't care if they get another field goal as long as that clock keeps ticking. There are some things to fix for this 49er offense. It's so easy to say that they need touchdowns and not field goals, and that's going to be true going forward. But as my buddy Victor said, a lot of ring rust had to be knocked off. And it took most of the first quarter for them to knock the rust off. Mason, the lone setback, 2 tight ends for the 49ers with 5:56 left with 2 on the play clock. They'll toss it to Mason. Mason cutting left inside the 20, down to the 16. Or down to the 17-yard line. They got to get to the 16 for another first down. 28 carries, 146 yards for Jordan Mason. Let me read those numbers again. He's carried the ball 28 times, and Trent Williams is back on the field, and that's great to see. Look at this, 181 yards rushing for the 49ers. 3rd and 2. Let's get a couple more. And do we have a flag or do we have a timeout? We have a flag. So 3rd and 2 has now become 3rd and 7. No, we have a timeout. So it's still 3rd and 2. They wanted to buy some time for Jordan Mason. So 5:06 left in the ball game. And I would not be surprised at all if Jordan Mason touched the ball here. Barkley carried the ball 24 times for 109 yards in the Eagles win. Cowboys defeated the Browns 33-17. It was the Steelers over Atlanta 18-10. It was the Bears over the Titans 24-17. And we'll get to some other scores as we officially wrap up week 1 on 3rd and a deuce. And now it's 4th down. 8-yard sack. That's the first time Purdy has been sacked tonight. Jake Moody will try another field goal with 4:35 left. This will be from 42 yards. He has a pair of 50-yarders, and he's got one from 23. With 5 on the play clock, the approach and the kick, it is good. 6 field goals tonight for Jake Moody. And the 49ers go up 32-13. So they take that stop at midfield and turn it into a field goal. And it's now 32-13, and most of the crowd of 70,000 plus are headed home in the Silicon Valley. It looked competitive for a while, but then the Niners woke up. But you got to convert field goals into touchdowns. And I know Victor's going to yell at me for this, but you want to put as much distance between yourselves and your opponents as possible. There was a touchback on 64% of kickoffs in week 1, 73% last year. So Mooney with the approach and the kick, and it will go to and through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets will start from the 30-yard line. When did you all think? And I want honest answers in the opinion, in the chat. When did y'all think that this game was over? And now we have a new quarterback in Tyrod Taylor who hands it to Breece Hall, and he's spun down from behind by Nick Bosa. So Aaron Rodgers' night has come to a completion. He finishes 13 of 21 for 167 yards. He threw a touchdown, and he also threw an interception. Dominic Flanagan fouls with the interception off of a tip. The Niners have not turned the ball over tonight. 2nd and 7, 3:45 left. Taylor turns and hands to Breece Hall, trying to get to the outside. He does. He's got a first down and more, out to the 45 and out to the 50-yard line. 3:35 left in the ball game. Aaron Rodgers not in the ball game at the moment. They are resting him and getting him ready for next week. One thing that has to be tightened up for the 49ers on defense is this run defense. Even though they didn't allow many rushing yards tonight, it was the yards they did allow when Breece Hall got free. Snap to Taylor. He rolls out, throws. It is caught by the tight end, Conklin. He gets down to the 49 or 45-yard line with 2:56 remaining. And that is Conklin's first reception of the night. I remember leading up to this game, Mike Greenberg, one of my favorite sports talk hosts, said, "Don't send Aaron on the trip." I'll have to find that and play that. Snap to Taylor. He winds up and throws. It's caught on the far side by Alan Lazard. And they'll roll the clock again, and this will take us down to the 2-minute warning. Unless they get another playoff trying to run the hurry-up offense. Last year, the Niners allowed 7 points in their season opener. They've allowed 13 tonight. 2:18 left in the ball game. Snap to Taylor. Back to throw. Winds up and throws far side, and it is incomplete. Shavarius Ward had an interception in his hands, but it sailed over his head. Incomplete to be 2nd and 10. See, why did I get the feeling that this was going to be just as easy as I predicted it was? Because they're playing the Jets, that's why. That's exactly why. On 2nd and 10, Taylor to throw. He flips it out, receiver has it, and he's going to get knocked down at the 30-yard line. And that will take us down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in tonight's contest. It's all San Francisco, 32-13. Other scores from the weekend. It was Buffalo over Arizona, 34-28. The Patriots shocked Cincinnati in Cincinnati. Let me say it again. The Patriots beat Cincinnati in Cincinnati, 16-10. How did that happen? How? Just how? Colorado has the week off, so we'll be heading to Evanston, Illinois to cover the Northwestern Wildcats as they host Eastern Illinois University this Saturday. In fact, it may be a doubleheader Saturday, and the second game we're looking at is Georgia at Kentucky. What do you guys think? Should I do that one? Thank you for the broadcast, Snowman. Good night. Thank you, Royston. Thanks for stopping in. Because as soon as I sign off here, going right to bed. Nothing hits like Madden. And guess who's on the cover of Madden? And no, it is Christian McCaffrey, but no, there was no curse. I got the feeling we'll see him in Minnesota. And even if we don't, we got a very capable backup in Jordan Mason, who got 28 carries tonight for 145 yards. So if you had Jordan Mason on your fantasy team and you started him, then you scored. Though I suspect a lot of people did not because they expected Christian McCaffrey to be in the lineup. Well, like I said before we came on tonight, we have a very capable backup. Two minutes left. 32-13 in favor of the 49ers. And we're ready to get back to work here. As they're advertising Scott Van Pelt. Who will be live from Santa Clara. 2 minutes left. Snap to Taylor. He hands it to Allen. He's got a first down and more inside the 25 down to the 23. So that converts a 3rd and 1. I mean, early in the game, the Niners couldn't get a 3rd down conversion. Purdy couldn't complete a pass or anything like that. And now it's like they haven't missed a beat. Outside to the right, it's caught by Garrett Wilson. with 120 left in the ball game. And now it's a matter of pride for the 49er defense. Snap to Taylor. He looks. Bosa missed him. Taylor runs out to the right and throws. It's caught. And a flag is down. Garrett Wilson made the catch, and we have an illegal touch against the Jets. As Wilson went out of bounds and somehow came back in and made the reception. 402 yards tonight for San Francisco. 256 for the Jets. And now 1st and goal has become 3rd and 2. With 1:05 remaining. Taylor to throw. It's caught by Lazard down to the 10. With a minute left, Lazard makes his 3rd catch of the night. The Jets the Niners got the first score of the game, led 3-0. Then the Jets on the ensuing drive marched right down the field and scored, made it 7-3. And then it was all 49ers since then as they picked up 13 in the second quarter to lead 16-7 at the half. They got 10 more in the third and led 26-7. Jets got a touchdown, making it 32-13. And 2 field goals for the Niners and a touchdown for the Jets made the score where we are right now, 32-13. As we have 1st and goal with 58 seconds left. Snap to Taylor. He looks, and now he'll step up. Running off to the right, and Taylor dragged down at about the 2-yard line. Have to wonder if the Niners will miss Javon Kinlaw. 32-13, 40 seconds left. Breece Hall has carried the ball 16 times for 54 yards. He's caught 5 for 39 plus a touch. Snap to Taylor. He looks. He throws. Touchdown. Allen Lazard with his 2nd touchdown catch of the night. And that may put a bow on this one. Jets go 70 yards in 12 plays and chew up 2:35 off the clock. That was a great move by Allen Lazard, sticking his foot in the ground. Then curling back to the inside, and Taylor hit him. Rodgers just has his look on her face, says, God, I wish it was me throwing that touchdown. 2-point attempt with 25 seconds left. Snap to Taylor. He looks and lobs one out of the end zone, incomplete. So that'll pretty much do it. 32-19 in favor of the 49ers. As Rodgers finishes his night 13 of 21 for 167 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Purdy did not throw a touchdown tonight, but he finished 19 of 29 for 231. They'll go to Tennessee next, the Jets will, and then host New England, then the Broncos. They go to Minnesota, and then week 6, they play Monday night, hosting the Buffalo Bills. And I got the feeling that schedule is not going to favor the Jets. Just a feeling. And I also get the feeling that this will be the last that we will not see Brock Purdy for the remainder of the night, with the score being out of hand. 38 minutes and 15 seconds time possession. As Greg, the wide left leg Zerline boots it into and out of the end zone for a touchback. And as mentioned, that will pretty much be that. Jets will fall to 0-1 on the year. Niners move to 1-0 as they join Seattle as the only NFC West teams that won this weekend. One kneel down, and that'll do it. So even minus Christian McCaffrey, even with all the holdouts, even with all the drama, the 49ers don't miss a beat. And they put this one in the books early. 13 second quarter points, put it away. And before the Jets even thought about scoring again, they led 26-7, and they win going away 32-19. Final totals on the board look like this. 49ers ran 70 plays, 70 to 49 for the Jets. Niners got 401 total yards, 266 for the Jets, 221 through the air, and 221 through the air, 180 on the ground for the 49ers. 266 total for the Jets, 198 passing and 68 on the ground. 38 minutes and 40 seconds the Niners held the ball compared to 21 minutes and 20 seconds. The only two turnovers of the game belong to the Jets, a fumble and a pick, or two interceptions, I beg your no, a fumble and a pick. I got it right. A fumble and a pick. And then there's the story of Jordan Mason, who carried the ball 28 times for 147 yards and a touchdown. And it was all San Francisco when the first quarter turned into the second quarter. Even before that, the Niners got their act together, and they win this one going away by a final score of 32-13. John Morgan says, thanks for the coverage. Have a good night. Thank you very much. I already drops in. Was the over under 45? It was 43, actually. 43 was the over under. Well, that's going to wrap it up here. I want to thank y'all for sticking with me. I appreciate you so very, very much. Final score one more time. Niners 32 and the Jets 19. Next time we'll be with you will be Sunday when we have a 1 o'clock double dip for you, as I'll be covering two games featuring the Colts and the 49ers. Niners play Minnesota, and the Colts will play the Green Bay Packers. As Jordan Mason getting all kinds of accolades from his teammates, very well deserved. 28 carries, 147 yards, and a touchdown for Mason. He ran hard tonight, and the 49ers played hard, and they won going away. 32-19 is your final score. I want to bid you all good night. Let me say God bless. Thank you all for not only tuning in to me, but sticking with me with all that happened here in studio tonight. I promise y'all I will make this better, much, much better as we go on throughout the season. Good night and God bless everybody.